Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. It's great to be here. This is day 7, which means it's a Friday. Our weeks end on Friday, but they actually don't start on Monday. They start on Saturday. So tomorrow we'll have a brand new master topic. Great to have everyone here. If this is your very first time joining me, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you and welcome. If you've been here 1 time, 5 times, 10 times, 100 times or more, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you, but I also want to take the opportunity to say welcome back. It's always great to have people that enjoy the quality and the content of the information I produce here. If you're thirsty, you're hungry, or what have you, go get yourself something. I don't want you to be starved or parched. Come on back, get yourself nice and comfy, and let's kick off this show. If you have not heard about me before, or if you have, don't forget to check out believemeachieve.com. Something very interesting today, if you're watching this live on June 5th, 2026, today is National Donut Day. So whether that's Dunkin' Donuts or other donuts like Krispy Kreme or Duck Donuts, um, it's a day to get yourself a free donut. But, it's more than that. Okay. Most Dunkin' Donut shops are open till 9 p.m. at night. In case you're wondering, Krispy Kreme, I'll tell you their hours. Krispy Kreme mostly is open till, it looks like they're open until, what does it say here? A lot of these places, well, most of them are delivery, but like I know Krispy Kreme in Paramus, I believe they're open till 9 p.m. Okay, they're open till 9 p.m. So you can actually get yourself a free donut. But it's more than just a free donut, okay? It actually is to commemorate something. So in 1938, there was the Salvation Army, and they did a fundraiser. And they had these lassies, which were ladies, and they were actually giving these donuts out from the fundraiser, the funds they raised, and they gave them out to the soldiers to help brighten their spirits. I believe they're still doing this today. So it started in 1938, and it's just a time for us to be, let's say, grateful, like Veterans Day, Memorial Day. This is a fun kind of holiday when we thank the soldiers and we try to bring them a little bit of joy and a little bit of love and spirit from people. So great time. If you have not gotten yourself a free donut, you can go there. Now, here's the thing. If you are, let's say, going to a bakery and they say, oh, we're not doing National Donut Day. Okay. I had one this morning that didn't do that. And I just said to them, I said to the one lady, she says, oh yeah, I said, are we celebrating National Donut Day? She said, oh, of course. And then the interesting thing happened is I got the bag and I got the bill with the bag. And so I thought that was kind of interesting. And so I went up there and I said, well, what happened to National Donut Day? So it's celebrated twice a year. One of the dates is today, June 5th, and the other day is November 5th. So the date is secondary, of course. The unofficial celebration, it largely emerged as the popular retail marketing event. The first one was actually because of the 1938 and the Salvation Army and the lassie, the ladies that were bringing the donuts to the Salvation Army. The second one is more of a promotional event. Now, when you go to a store, you're not supposed to have to buy anything. I went to one store today and they're like, oh, well, you have to buy something. So I politely took my phone and I said, okay. I said, I'm going to note this. I said, when I post my video, I'm going to note it and let everybody know that this particular store does not support National Donut Day. You have to buy something. He goes, no, wait. He comes back, he gives me the donut. It's not the cost of the donut. It's really the community spirit. And the fact that when we have the donut, we can actually be mindful. So I went to a few different places today. I froze some of the donuts, by the way. And so that was interesting. And there was one place I have to give a kudos to, Duck Donuts. So Duck Donuts is an interesting company. I went out to see them. And out of all the people I tagged, they were the only ones so far that came back and said, thank you for stopping by. I thought that was very genuine, and I would definitely go back to Duck Donuts. It was in Paramus, New Jersey, but it could be anywhere. It was an interesting concept, And they were just nice people. And I even gave them a praise of how nice the people were and stuff like that. So again, this is National Donut Day. If you have not gotten your donut, go get it before 9 o'clock tonight. Most stores like ShopRite and some of the stores, they typically won't give you a donut if they sell them only in packages. If they have them like, they're bulk, sure, they'll probably give you a donut. My parents at their country club tonight, as I told them about National Donut Day, and they told the server about National Donut Day, and 10 minutes later, they came back with a whole box of Dunkin' Donuts for the table. Pretty cool, right? All right, guys, let's get into this show, all right? In case you don't know who I am, who am I? Well, let me tell you. I'm John C. Morley. I'm a serial entrepreneur, an engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker. Yes, graduate student, passionate, lifelong learner. And I'm very grateful, ladies and gentlemen, to now be a published author. And I'm here to deliver a powerful execution, focused message in building your life with discipline as we close this week, growth and ownership. And this is all about Series 5 and Show 23. And we're about turning principles into real world results. So understanding the execution is what tonight's show is about. And understanding the execution is only part of the game. We also have to understand that we manage that, right? We manage that. We understand the execution, the results, and the ownership of that. So number one, let's just dive right in. Take action daily. Small, consistent actions. Don't try to be a hero. Steps create progress. Waiting until things later just delays your growth. And it's a way of procrastinating. People think it's okay to procrastinate because, the Joneses are doing it. The Bartons are doing it. Everyone else is doing it, okay? And I think that's an important thing that most people don't gather that. And National Donut Day is one of those things where, a lot of people were too busy. But for me, it wasn't just about the free donut. It was about celebrating history. Now, there's a company out there that does national days, but a lot of it's promotional mumbo jumbo. So I don't really support every national day, but there are a couple that I pay attention to, and I believe it's important to share the history of them. Number two, focus on outcomes. Stay centered on results, not just activity. What you achieve matters more than what you start. Finish tasks. Number three, completion. Build confidence and momentum. Unfinished work drains energy. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't know what I was supposed to do. I don't have any more energy. Exactly. So I think what it comes down to is that you need to plan a little bit. And so thanks so much, Pete. I appreciate the like tonight. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for the like. I do appreciate that. So I think when we think about all this stuff, we have to realize and be present all the time. I think that's probably one of the most important things is to be present. Okay, be present all the time. Just like today. Today was about National Donut Day. Number four, avoid perfectionism. I know I've been guilty of it. We always want to make everything perfect, even with like a websites we're putting up. Do the site, get it done. Done is better than perfect. You can always make it better, right? Avoid the perfectionism. Perfection will slow the progress down. And done well beats perfect. So done is better than perfect, and delayed and procrastination. Because when we procrastinate, it's like, oh, I want to get that done, but I couldn't because this was happening, that was happening. And then we make excuses for ourselves why we didn't do it, right? I think a lot of people out there make the excuses because of one reason. Because they haven't been consistent. They didn't have a structure. So they're going to blame time. They're going to blame things that really have nothing to do with why it didn't get done. The real reason was they weren't consistent and they didn't have a structure. But we can go find a million other things out there that really aren't related to why we didn't get it done. But we could try to blame it on that because it sounds good and it makes us feel better. That's a terrible way to operate. Number five, move quickly. Speed creates opportunity and learning. Action beats hesitation every single time. Why do people not take action? They hesitate. They don't know if they should or they shouldn't, right? They always say, get on or get off the pot. And that's important to know. That's very important to know, all right? Number 6, stay efficient. Use your time and your energy wisely. Cut what doesn't produce value. Many people I know do not want to cut things. It's like a side of us we don't want to get rid of. But sometimes cutting things is a good thing, right? We can make space for things in our life that maybe we actually want. But when we have too many things in our life and they're not going anywhere, that can cause a very big problem. Number 7, track the results. Measure what you do. If you can't measure it, you can't change it. Data reveals what's working and what's not. And if you're not getting data, well, I think the first step is to either figure out how to get the data or hire some people that can help you get the data. That is one of the most important things I can tell you. Being an engineer, being a serial entrepreneur, being a marketing expert, it comes down to data. It comes down to truth. It comes down to integrity. And I was sharing a story about how these large, very large marketing firms, claim to know everything, but really, they know nothing. Do I know everything? No. But I knew more than they did. And I was using one for many years, and then I got tired, and I fired them, and I built my own marketing advertising company. There was another group, I'm not going to mention the name, but there was another group in New Jersey that was doing these kind of networking events. And whenever I put my comment down, it always gets deleted. And the thing about their events is this. They run one kind of event, then they run a certain chamber. But here's the thing. They have big mailing lists. And they have big pockets to really lure people in. But you know what they don't get in? They don't get quality. So I responded back to one today. That's great that you can get a room full of 200, 500 people. I'll take 5 or 10 good guys on the golf course, whether they can play or not, that are high quality any day. And he didn't respond. He just deleted my comment. The next thing I did when I went back, I put a little sad face. So these people are manipulators. Again, I'm not going to give you their name. That would be out of school. But what I want to tell you is that just because a lot of people show up doesn't mean squat. It just means you got a lot of people in the room. Those people come because of the free food. Well, it's not really free. You pay money, you can eat as much as you want, and you pay for your drinks. To me, that's not a very worthful use of time. Okay. As I've gotten older, I'm realizing that the quality of people I spend time with are really important, not just the time that I spend. And the data about that has revealed everything. I remember the days when I would send out thank you cards. Nobody would do that in the mail. And I designed my own thank you card. It was nice to meet you. It was like a shaking hand card. And a lot of these people, they were trying to heavy pitch. And to me, that's not it. So I have a slogan with 501c3 that I run. It's all about relationships before transactions. And somebody who doesn't like that will because they're about superficial things. Number 8, adjust your strategy, stay flexible, and improve continuously. Things may not be coming through the front door or through the side door. They may be coming in through a window or maybe through the chimney. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow, and don't get upset because it doesn't work. You need to retool, regroup. Don't get bent out of shape because, oh, it didn't work. I did this for years and now it's not working. Okay, it's not working, so try something else. Number 9, stay accountable. Own your actions and your results. Responsibility drives real change. And I think when we understand that, and other people understand that, then you will understand that you don't care if there's 200 or 500 people in the room. When there's that many people in the room, I can't get to talk to everybody. And I remember those days when I would go to those events. They were just so superficial. And I could tell they weren't interested in me. I was interested in them, but it was just a very surface level interaction. What do you want? You got 200, 500 people in a room, and you pile them in because of all the food you're serving. That's not networking. That's a business model for the person running the organization. They're charging $45 a head. They're charging $100, $200 a table. You do the math on that, right? If you have 250 people, right? Assuming they all registered early bird, which I think is like $39 or $40, right? Assuming they all registered early bird, right? That's $8,000. Okay? And they still don't give you squat. They don't give you any food. They're giving you some apps and stuff like that, but he's not paying for any of that. And to me, I've had a conversation with the people that run it, and I've had some suggestions. And even when I try to put my messages on their boards, they don't allow them. You know why? Because I get the truth. Anybody I talk to, I'm going to tell them a few people are better than 500. I mean, that's the truth, right? Some people get so impressed because a room's filled with 200 or 500 people. I'm not impressed, right? If I'm speaking to somebody and you're coming to my keynote, yeah, I'm impressed with that because that's more tickets sold for me. But I'm not impressed that you got a networking event and you got 500 people there. Those 500 people may not be my target. Those 500 people may not be even open. Those 500 people probably are going to try to pitch me. I don't want that. Ooh, ugh. Number 10, measure progress. Progress keeps you motivated. If you don't know how to measure it, figure out how to measure it or get someone that can measure it for you or implement a system where you can track the metrics. Just doing advertising online, great organization I was working with. They always said that we're doing a lot for you. I said, well, I appreciate that. We weren't getting any ticket sales from them. So I gave them a link. Guess what? We are not getting any sales from them. But now they have their link. So now they can say, well, we said, you haven't sent anybody. I can see exactly that you had 0 clicks in the last 30 days. Forget ticket sales. Nobody even came to my site because of the link I gave you. Clear metrics is the key. Keeps you grounded. And most importantly, guys, you got to be humble, right? You got to be humble and you got to start somewhere, right? You don't start up here. You start down here. So when I run my events, I tell people, I'm running a small event. Maybe we're going to get 5, 10 people, maybe a few more. But we're going to get quality people. Quality people. So, number 11, focus on impact. Do work that makes a difference. Busy work doesn't build success. Many people think it does, and it tires you out, but it doesn't build success at all. Number 12, prioritize effectively. Not everything matters equally, guys. Choose what moves the needle most, right? Everything might fluctuate the needle, but what moves your needle the most? Number 13, avoid the distractions. Protect your focus at all costs. There are people out there that are going to try to lure you. I had another gentleman today. We were with him a few years ago, and I told him, I said, your platform's not working for us. We're not getting business from it. And he says to me, oh, okay. And he gets back to me. Then he sends me another email. And I said, I already told you that we're not renewing. He comes back with a sob story email. He goes, oh, John, he's like, you broke my heart that you're not renewing. And I write back very politely. I said, I'll call him Dan. That was his name. Hey, Dan, I'm so sorry about that. I think I said, hi, Dan. I said, I'm sorry that, we're breaking your heart. It's just not a fit for us. It's nothing personal. It's just business. You'll find somebody to replace my business, I'm sure, very shortly, and you'll forget all about me. He never came back at all. He never came back at all. I think that's an important thing to realize, is that these people that say they're there for you, they're really not there for you. Nope, not at all. Distraction steals your potential, guys. Learn how to manage it so that it doesn't cause a big problem. Number 14, execute plans. Plans mean nothing without action, right? Execution is where success lives. I've had these same people I was telling you about, told them I was building a new site, but it took me some time to do it. because I was writing from scratch and not using a Wix or anything like that, writing a custom web content management system. And right away, they're here to tell me that they do this, they do that. They have so many hundred mailings, so many emails. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, so what? You have 3,000 people you email, and basically you harass via an email and ask them to come. And you are selling everybody a very bad bill of goods, because none of those people in that room do business with each other. Very rarely. The only person that's making money is you, making $8,000 or whatever you're making. And you're not even spending any of that money to put food on the table. You're just asking the bar to put food out for you based on the number of people. That's a bad host. Number 15, stay disciplined, my friends, in action, consistency, as it beats bursts of effort. I know a lot of people just want to push one day. I get it, but you got to keep pushing. So you push hard one day, every day's got to be the same push. So you'll burn out if you do that sometimes, right? Discipline will build the reliability, okay? We've said motivation is good, but it's your discipline that keeps you getting up in the morning. It's your discipline that gets you closer to your dreams. Number 16, build momentum, small wins stack into big victories. They're not always present, but when they happen, you're like, oh, wow, did I make a good choice? Keep moving forward. Always be humble. Number 17, focus on what matters, guys. Clarity eliminates the noise. Get clear. Get the truth. Put energy where it counts. That's important. To this day, I can tell you so many people that network, and they get impressed by the number of people in the room. And I just say to myself, don't these people understand that they're not valuable? They're just trying to pitch you. Number 18, eliminate the waste. Cut time and effort and habits that don't serve you. Efficiency accelerates growth. When you learn that, your world will change, but it will not change overnight. I want to tell you that now. Number 19, improve the systems. Strong systems create consistent results. Once you figure out how a system works, you better embrace that system. You better marry that system, okay? Because that's going to be your gold egg. Build processes that support success. Have your systems allow other people to be part of it, but don't make it a way that it has to fit one person. Realize that people are replaceable in your tasks. When you think they're not, that's when you fall. When you think every task has to be done by you or not someone else, you'll also fall. You could do a task or someone else could do a task, but you're here to delegate. Number 20, please stay organized. Order creates clarity and speed. Chaos slows everything down, so why are you making it more complicated? Why are you getting more confusing? To impress somebody so you can get lost, so you can just fall behind? Number 21, build consistency. Consistency turns effort into identity. And show up every day, guys. Show up, show up, show up. Show up, be consistent. Have that plan, right? You need the consistency, right? And you need that structure. Number 22, follow through fully. Go all the way, not halfway. Results come from completion, not from just cocking the ball back. 23, avoid overthinking. Thinking too much delays action. Action brings clarity. Number 24, stay proactive. Lead your life instead of reacting to it. Anticipate and act early. You'll use less energy and you'll have more at your disposal. Number 25, learn from results. Every outcome teaches you something. You better learn how to measure it. Use feedback to improve it. Figure out what you need to do to get that feedback. Number 26, optimize performance. Refine how you work. Small improvements create big gains, so you better start doing it. Number 27, stay committed to your goals. Commitment carries you through the challenges. Stay locked in, focused like a laser beam. Number 28, take your ownership of outcomes. No excuses. No blame games. Your results are your responsibility. The quicker you take ownership, the quicker you understand that it's you, the closer and quicker you'll get to success. Number 29, deliver results. Execution is measured by outcomes, not superficial things. Produce real, tangible results. When you do this, okay, people will follow you. People will flock to you. I had so many people that tell me, they're great at SEO, right? They want to charge you a fortune. I didn't know SEO many years ago. Last few years, I started teaching myself SEO. I got pretty good at it. But I don't tell somebody I'm going to get you on page 1. I tell you that with our system, what we do, we're going to get you more exposure, and that will get you more clicks. Maybe you'll get closer to page 1, but I don't guarantee you're on page 1. But I will tell you that with the right content, with our structure, you will get more exposure on the search engines. More exposure, it's a numbers game, right? Number 30, end the week strong, guys. Finish with intention and discipline. Strong endings build stronger habits. Celebrate your wins for the week, not just today, the entire week. You can do it daily, do it weekly, do it monthly. You can take yourself out because, wow, I just did something. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for being with me this whole week. Do check out BelieveMeAchieve.com. Don't forget to get your free donut at one of those places. And I hope you will check that out. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's always a privilege. It's always a pleasure to have you guys with me when I can share more knowledge that can help you become just a little better than you were before. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, what you need for success are 2 main things. There's a lot of things, but there's 2 main things. You need structure and you need consistency. You can't have success without both of those. Have yourself a great rest of your evening, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, if you want to rewatch any of the shows, go to BelieveMeAchieve.com and catch some of these nuggets again. Be well, everyone, and have a fantastic rest of your day or evening.